Never believe a prediction that doesn't empower you. When I was born, the doctors told my parents that I would be dead within the first 24 hours of my life. 35 years later, all those doctors are dead, and I am the only doctor that remains. Never believe a prediction that doesn't empower you. How many predictions have been thrown at you your whole life? If you believe predictions that do not empower you, you will wither away and die. Either physically die or your spirit will die as you just walk around the world like a carcass that is just following the masses. You will be given a lot of titles in your life. You will be told so many different things. You must only listen to that which empowers you. I have a belief that has served me in my life, and that is that everyone is rooting for me to win, even those that do not know it. And I am not here today to tell you that I have had adversity in my life, and so therefore I know what you're going through. I don't have a clue what any of you are going through in your lives. I did not grow up in your neighborhoods, more than likely. I did not have your set of parents, nor do I live in your body. I have not had the events that you've had happen to you. I can tell you I am only an expert on one thing, and that's how to be me. And I do it well. But it's not come easily. I've gone through things that I don't wish upon anyone in this room. I've had metal rods pulled out of bone marrow while I was awake. I've had jaw infections where teeth had to be extracted and I can no longer chew my own food. I have to get up every day and be showered and cared for physically by another human being. Fortunately, she's a gorgeous woman that I married. I get stared at everywhere I go, and the moment people meet me, if they don't know a thing about my resume, they automatically, just by the human nature, think to themselves, oh, it must be so difficult to be that man. If somebody pities me, they're wasting their time. Because I have chosen a life of strength. And I am here to help you choose a life of strength. But I'm going to tell you, we've talked about drugs here. You know what the worst drug to ever hit the human race is? Pity. The moment you feel sorry for another person, or the moment you feel sorry for yourself, you're hosed. You are totally, completely frozen in potential. We cannot pity ourselves. We cannot pity you. Yes, I get to go home today. Yes, I get to have what many would call freedom, but I'm going to talk to you about freedom, about what I really choose to see freedom as. Because like I said, you cannot believe predictions that do not empower you, is you are not your condition. You are not. I am not disabled. Sure, I'll take the handicap parking privileges, but that does not define me as a man. Not able. I've been looked at and treated my whole life as if I am not able. I have had to rise above and show people that the only disability is one's refusal to adapt. You have to adapt to whatever environment you're in, even if it's prison. And what does adaptation look like? I think it looks like celebration. Because when you meet people that are celebrating their life, you want to be around them. You want to learn from them. You want to do business with them. You want to hire them. Look, if you do not want to be seen as a prisoner or a convict when you get out of this, or even while you're in this, then it's an attitude. It is a belief in yourself that you bring value to the human race, no matter what your current condition, title, or stature is. Because if I believe that I'm disabled, I would wither up, I would be shy, I would be insecure, I would be afraid, I would act like I need your help. and the rest of humanity would be okay with that. But I choose something else. I choose to be strong. I choose to be a leader. I choose to have words to move this planet. I'll tell you why I was born. And I hope it inspires you to find out why you were born. I was born to rid this world of insecurity. Because when a human being is insecure, they do stupid stuff. When we feel like we're not enough, we chase external validation and external objects to try to tell us we're enough. You are enough. I'll tell you, I made a pledge as a therapist to love all human beings no matter what they've done. Because deep down inside, I found that every human being just wants to be loved. Even if they're tough, even if they're scary, even if they're vicious, you get them in the right position at the right time, they'll tell you the truth. They just want to be loved. You know who they want the love from the most? Not their moms, not their dads, not their wardens, none of these people. They want to be able to look in the mirror and love themselves. And if you can figure that out, then you're going somewhere. But you cannot feel sorry for yourself. When you feel sorry for yourself, you will wither. But there's a contradiction to feeling sorry for yourself. At the opposite extreme, it's what I call bullying yourself, beating yourself up, being your own enemy and telling yourself that all those predictions, those negative opinions, they're true, they're right, you're washed up failure, you're not going to amount to anything. Bullying yourself is the most dangerous thing that you could do. You cannot afford to pity yourself. You cannot afford to bully yourself. You have to love yourself. No way to avoid pain. I think pain is an inevitable part of being human. The question is, do you want pain that comes from being lazy and atrophied and missing out and gratification, or do you want pain from growth? And growth pain is like putting in the hard work, hitting the gym, working on your business, working on your marriage, working on yourself. And pain is going to happen on either side of the fence. But when you take pain from growth, the moment you achieve what you want, the pain memories disappear. You know, I don't ever worry about like, I can't believe I had this big fight, because the moment you get through that fight with your partner, it doesn't matter anymore. And the same thing in business. There's so many fires we have to put out, but once we put them out, we're like, yes, I love what I do. And pain from growth evaporates as we achieve things. Pain from neglect only festers and causes more problems. Pain is inevitable. Suffering is optional. You can choose to feel miserable, or you can feel, put all your focus on, how am I going to push through this? The difference between the people that rise to the top in any industry from the people that suffer is they handle their disappointments differently. People who achieve greatness handle their disappointments by saying, that's it, nothing's going to stop me. I'm going to use this as fuel to push harder and get more clear on what my vision is. Every time you're afraid, it's just your unconscious mind raising the flagpole to say, pay attention. There's something to let go of here. But most people, they have the flagpole go up and they're like, oh, I'm so scared. And they think that that's where you stop. But that's just the brain's way of saying there's something to push through here. And in the end, we all want to feel good. Every human being wants to feel good. You either smoke and crack or go into the gym. At the end of the day, I guarantee you're going to try to feel good. The question is, what are the results of what you're doing to feel good? There are lots of people with disabilities that don't go on to do big things with their lives. And that's why you have choice. You have choice for how you're going to handle things.